So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So today, guys, we do our weekend recap. Weekend recap, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Remember, guys, like and subscribe if you're new out here, guys. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So, um, yeah, let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. So we're gonna start once we have some people that pop in here, guys. We're obviously gonna start with the EPL first, and the link is out there, the Streamyard link. If you guys want to join in my discussion, check the community tab, and that's what we're gonna be doing for all the streams. So anytime, yeah, I'm gonna do a stream, we'll probably do an open thing on there. So let's see what I'm saying here in the chat. So thank you for joining, Sebastian. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let's start with the Premier League, man. Let's start with the Premier League first. Shall we? Then we're gonna talk about La Liga, then Serie A, then Bundesliga. So, what round are we on? Round 26, I believe we are. Right? Yeah. So let's start with the first game we got here. We got here is Leicester City 0, Brentford 0. I'm not really surprised. Leicester City are horrible, and I think they're gonna go down. I think it's fair to say they're gonna get relegated. Um, but yeah, shout out to Brentford for the huge win on the road. Wisa and Mbeumo, Norris Garden, Carvalho. So yeah, I mean Leicester City, man. Do you think they're doomed, Sebastian, or do you think
Yeah,
that
it's over. They're going down. It's over. I mean, I know they have kind of a chance to stay up, but in my opinion, they're going out. So yeah, like this was I didn't watch this game, so I didn't because I was doing something else. But yeah, Brentford very good win. Leicester championship level team, if I'm being honest. I mean, I think Leicester is too good for championship, and they're too bad for the Prem. Like in though I don't know where I had them, but going for Brentford. So yeah, good win for Brentford. Yeah, congrats to Brentford. Very good team. Scandinavia FC, by the way, with or Denmark FC for Brentford. Leicester are cooked.
yeah, yeah. Next game we got here is Everton 2, Man United 2, and oh my
Honestly,
jeez, Man
Everton
United
should
were
have won
so
this game.
atrocious,
I hate both of them, but Everton should have won this game. They dominated.
bro. Man United were so bad. And guys, this should put a picture of how bad they were. Just look at this first half alone. 4 shots, 4 on target from Everton. United had 2 shots and none on target in the first half. And even the second half, it was pretty good. Decore got the header there. Then obviously, Benson got the goal there from the corner. And then the second half, it was still dominant from Everton. But Man United, man, they got that free kick. Bruno Fernandes with a free kick there in the 72nd minute. And I think the momentum changed. Once Bruno got the goal back, Everton just couldn't hold on. And eventually, Man United got the equalizer to the 80th minute. Then there was a potential shot at the end for Everton to have a penalty there, end, but it wasn't. It wasn't given, which is a bit surprising. So yeah, I mean, so for Man United, man, Sebastian, I think it's fair to say these guys aren't going to finish in the top 10. Probably finish the bottom 10, and yeah, honestly, Man United I think are honestly Man United I think are cooked.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I think United under Amarin has been playing like I think they have players like in there, but like I don't know, they don't play as a team. Honestly, they play like individual players, like Ugarte, like Fernand. Like, they don't play as a team. That's the one of the problems. Yeah, I feel bad for Amarin, man. He should have gone to another team or stayed Sporting. So yeah, relegation battle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just that for Man United. Like you shouldn't be in this position. And honestly, I agree with you, Sebastian. I think Man United are worse with Amorim than compared to Ten Hag. And honestly, this is really worrying for Man United because pretty much all their hopes are lying in the Europa League basket. Because let's be real, they're not doing anything in the Premier League. Premier League ain't it's pretty much over. They're basically battling just to make sure they survive. And the magic points is 40. And the thing is, Man United are not going to. They're going to survive more so because of how crap the other teams are. Like Leicester City, Southampton, and Ipswich are significantly worse than them. That's why they're going to survive. Not really because of how good they are, you know. And this is the type of game which United got a result and which they probably shouldn't have, you know. So, yeah, I just think that for Man United, man, as I said, let's see what they do in the Europa League, and that's pretty much going to make or break their season. Because I know people tell me, what about the FA Cup? FA Cup, yeah, it would be nice, you could get Europa League, but I think the Europa League is far more important because if you win the Europa League, you're next season's Champions League. So we'll see how Man United do in the Europa League. But yeah,
And
we'll
if
talk about that
this Man United goes into Champions League, they're getting destroyed.
So yeah. Manchester United will get destroyed. Let's go ahead and look through your guys' comments. We have some comments here. Byron says hi. Patrick Willie says hi. Is this the Swedish Sebastian? Yes. Do you remember me? Yes. Yeah. Byron, how are you? Leicester City got absolutely crushed. Leicester City are doomed. Yeah, I think Leicester City are cooked. I think they're finished. Did anyone see Lyon PSG? I didn't watch the game, but I'll watch the highlights later on. Everton did so well. Man United so poor. I did see the game. It was good. Couldn't watch this game. It was too early. Yeah, it was too early, man. Too early. Next one we got here is Bournemouth 0, Wolves 1. Wow, Wolves get a crucial win on the road against Bournemouth, and I'm a bit surprised Wolves got the win here because Bournemouth have been really good this season. One of their star players this season have been Hoyson, that center back from Juve.
Zabarni as
Juve,
well.
yeah, Zabari has been good as well, and I'm really surprised that Bournemouth lost this game. But at the same time, should I really be surprised because Bournemouth did go down to 10 men, and obviously Wolves took advantage of it with Cunha getting the goal there. And so, yeah, for Bournemouth, then it's a bit of a disappointing loss. And maybe some would say red card taxes we consider. Maybe they didn't go down 10 men. They could have potentially won this game. So, yeah, Sebastian, how big of a blow do you think this is for Bournemouth and their European aspirations to get European football competitions?
Not really, because everyone else is trash, honestly. Like, everyone around them is just inconsistent. So, I don't think it's
Yeah,
too
actually,
bad.
to be fair, there's still six to be fair, so it's not
I
too
mean,
bad.
they're still 1 point behind Man City, who's third. Or not fourth, I
Yeah,
mean. So, when they're behind, fourth with like 4 points or so. So, it's not too bad.
yeah.
They're
I
above
think this is
Chelsea.
massive for Wolves. I think it's a massive for Wolves. I think this is really big
Yeah.
for Wolves. So I think with this victory, Wolves are now 22 points, and so Wolves are in a really good position. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna say this right now. I think the relegation. I think the teams in the relegation zone. I think all the teams that got promotion will get relegated. I'm confident saying that. Do you agree with that, Sebastian?
Yeah, even though I predict Everton to go down, but I think it's going to be like that.
All right. So let's look at the next game we got here. It is Arsenal 0, West Ham 1, and Arsenal.
I knew it, they're bottle jobs. They're not even that good.
Arsenal, man. I mean, I don't know what to say with this team because this team, with all due respect, you shouldn't be losing to West Ham. And let me just put it in perspective how bad West Ham were into coming into this game. Just look at the fixtures. Look at the fixtures, guys. West Ham lost at home to Brentford. They lost to Chelsea. Then they tied against Aston Villa and they lost against Crystal Palace. And then they beat Fulham. They haven't even won a game in the month of February. And then, of course, West Ham, typical Arsenal fashion. They go away and beat them away. I mean, for Arsenal, as I said, man, what is the excuse? Is it the injuries? I understand that Havertz is out for the rest of the season. I understand Gabriel Jesus is still out, I believe, for the season. But come on, man. Like, how can you not score against West Ham at home? Even with the injuries, I still think it's embarrassing. And I'm sorry, Mikel Moreno, he's not a center forward. Sure, he had a good game against Leicester last week and scored a brace. The guy's not a center forward, bro. The guy is a center mid at best. So I just don't understand what Mikel Arteta is doing. And Mikel Arteta has to take blame. You didn't make any signs of during transfer window. And you allow, and Aston Villa even got three players, attacking players. They got, who's it called? They got that striker Malin. They got Rashford and Asensio. We'll talk about Aston Villa in a bit. So for Arsenal, man, is it over for Arsenal, Sebastian, or is it still on?
No, it's over. It's over.
Yes, I agree. It is over. 11 because, dude, the gap is 11 points. And for Arsenal, Saka, I think this team is pretty much Saka. Saka pretty much has carried this team now. And Saka's not be back until next month. And according to FOMOB, he's going to be out for late March 2025. So
Even with
Arsenal, man,
Saka, they would not. Even without Saka, they would probably lose.
No, no, but like you have to admit he's the best attacker.
Yeah, his other guard is overrated by the way.
Oh yeah, Odegaard had a really bad miss. I heard it wasn't good. And for Arsenal, as I said, man, Nawari, uh, he's a good player, but bro, he's not at Yamal's level. I saw people comparing to Lamine Yamal's crazy. So
Some
that's a
people
bit
said
of
he's better than Dembele, and that guy keeps scoring by the way. So it's filthy.
yeah. So for Arsenal, as I said, just focus on your own team. Don't compare with other players because you're not in any position to do so. And obviously, I know Arsenal fans complain about the red card. Skelly, do you think that was a red card, or do you think that was a bit of a harsh red?
I saw that. I don't know honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe. Ah, man, yes, a potential goal scoring opportunity. That's why I was given a red card here, says the football.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if it's a, I mean, if it's a golden, if it's a goal scoring opportunity, a red card has to be given, obviously. So, yeah, I just think for Arsenal, man, it's just really bad for them, and it might be over, man. And Arteta, man, should he get sacked? I've been hearing Arsenal fans say that they want Arteta to be should be sacked. Well, what's your opinion on this, Sebastian?
Honestly, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care.
No, 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 be
If he
like,
stays, that's good for everyone else. If he leaves, still good. 'Cause
okay,
Arsenal ain't
okay, like,
gonna. This team ain't
okay,
serious.
good. No, no, but like objectively speaking, do you think he should be sacked?
Probably. Unless he wins the Champions League. But everyone knows they ain't gonna do that. Because they have a certain team on their side of the draw. Um, a team that they could play in the next round if they go through. So yeah, he should get sacked. By the way,
I
the
see.
fact
The
that you're
thing is for
losing to West Ham is a disgrace. By the way,
yeah, and see the thing is like my thing is that for Arsenal in particular, like Arteta in particular, why are you prioritizing midfielder signs over attackers? Why did you prioritize Mikel Moreno over the likes of Isak, over the likes of Vlahovic, over the likes of other players? You know, there are other players you could assign for the striker position, and I just don't understand this obsession with we got to play this like passing style, this kind of stuff. And for Arteta, man, this is really bad. Now, I will say this though, as much as you want to sack him, if you're gonna sack him, you got to get an upgrade. I don't know who is out there in the market that's better than Arteta right now. I don't think is there anyone right now in the free agent market that's currently not with a job that is better than Arteta. I mean, maybe you could say Xavi,
Allegri,
maybe Allegri,
Sarri,
Allegri.
Maurizio Sarri. There's one guy I forget about, but I don't know.
Ooh, sorry, but actually be interesting. I don't think
Yeah,
Allegri would be good. I don't think Allegri would be good. I don't think this go for Allegri. Xavi, I don't think would be good. I think Sarri could be good. I will say for Arsenal, just see how the season ends, and if depending on how the season ends, then maybe consider. Because I agree with Sebastian. If Arsenal don't win the Champions League or the Premier League, Arteta has to be on thin ice, like at least on the hot seat. Not saying he should get sacked, but at least be in the hot seat because this is bad. 3 seasons in a row now to not win the Premier League, and especially this season in particular, with Manchester City being so bad. You're because everybody said at the beginning of the season, if Manchester City don't win the league, it'll be Arsenal to win the league. And the fact that Arne Slot's come in his first season and is most likely going to win the Premier League looks bad at Arsenal. It looks really bad at
and
Arsenal,
maybe
especially
he could
Arteta.
win the fact that he could win a treble. That's crazy.
Well, technically, it won't be the official trouble because you're out the Liverpool's out the FA Cup, but we'll see.
Man, it's still a treble, mate. It's still a treble.
Okay,
It's who I am,
let,
mate. It's who I am. I'm always like this. I want the treble. I want a quad. I want everything.
well, qual is definitely not happening. Okay, let's move to the next game, guys. Let's
I
move to the
know,
next
but
game.
that's what I want, though.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna read you guys' comments after we finish the EPL. So Fulham nil, Crystal Palace 2. Crystal Palace gets a big one on the road. And yeah, it was a pretty one-sided game. You know, Crystal Palace had a bad start to the season. I remember I was like, bro, what is Crystal Palace doing? And then, yeah, Crystal Palace, man, they've turned things around. Oliver Glasner has been given the he's done well. And yeah, I think Crystal Palace have turned it around, and it's good they didn't sack Oliver Glasner after having an abysmal start, and now I think they picked things up. I think it's a bit too late for a European push. I don't think they have what it takes for a European push, but at least they could stay mid-table, and I think that's kind of like their level. And for Fulham, yeah, just a bad day in the office, I suppose. Any thoughts on this game, Sebastian, or not really?
I mean, I think I'm gonna speak about Palace a bit because I think this Palace team, I think they're a good team, but they're too inconsistent. Like at the start, they played bad. They were losing games. They're struggling. Um, but if they had a very good start, I think they would be up there with like maybe getting top six because this team is not bad. Like they have a quality team, quality defense, uh, midfielders, wing backs, attackers. So yeah, good win for Palace. Fulham are ass.
Yeah. Ipswich 1, Tottenham 4. Tottenham Hotspur is back, guys. Tottenham gets a huge win on the road against Ipswich. And for Tottenham Hotspur, man, are they back, Sebastian, or is it just are we being too reactionary?
They ain't bad.
Mm. I will say this though, Tottenham did get Vicario, and I think Vicario coming back from injury, it is such a huge upgrade. It's a huge upgrade in the other two keepers. I think it's Austin and who's that? The guy I forgot that was the guy's name, Klinsky or something. You guys do Vicario. He's such an upgrade. And yeah, I just think for Spurs, man, in particular, it's a big win for them, huge win for them. But guys, let's be real, it's Ipswich. Ipswich aren't really that good this season. That being said, though, Ipswich, I remember the last time they did play against each other. Didn't Ipswich beat Spurs? Yep, they beat Spurs. So Spurs did get revenge. So it's good for Spurs to get revenge. And yeah, I just think for Spurs in particular, it's a good win, but they shouldn't get too carried away because with all due respect, this is Ipswich Town, so I wouldn't get too carried away with this. But yeah, just think for Spurs, let's see what they do in the Europa League because that's pretty much they're basically hope for this season because everything else are pretty much out. They're out of the Carabao Cup, they're out of the FA Cup, and so let's see how they could do. So Sebastian, man, how big of a win do you think this is for Spurs, or do you think this is just Ipswich tax?
It's a good win for them. They just have to focus on the Europa League.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
yeah,
said like, yeah, they have
because
to
they're
focus on
out
the
of
Europa
the
League.
FA Cup, right? They're out of the FA
Yeah,
Cup.
they're out of the FA Cup, they're out of the Carabao Cup. So and well, obviously we know
Yeah,
they're not going to win the league. So you know,
yeah.
and they're
So
probably not going to get
good win.
European spots. So yeah. Yeah, good win for them. Good win for them. Southampton 0, Brighton 4. Brighton absolutely destroy Southampton. I mean, what is there to say? Brighton, fantastic. They defeated Chelsea last weekend, and now they defeated Southampton. I mean, Brighton are looking good, guys. I mean, Joao Pedro, Ruiter, Matoma. Matoma's a baller, man. I wonder how long Matoma's going to stay at Brighton because honestly, this guy's too good for Brighton. Honestly, he should leave Brighton in my opinion, and Joao Pedro as well. And yeah, for Southampton.
Baleba, Ayare, they have a good team.
Yeah, Southampton are just garbage, bro. This team is trash.
Yeah.
This team is horrendous. So, yeah. For Brighton, as I said, man, it's going to be interesting. So, Sebastian, I want to ask you this question: when do you think Matomba is going to leave Brighton?
This summer.
Ooh, okay. Let's see, man. Let's see. Two more games to go through. Oh wait, why is this? Oh, we got three more games. Sorry. Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1. Yeah, Aston Villa, man. They defeated Chelsea, man. And
I'm not
Chelsea,
shocked.
man.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I see. The thing is, I'm not shocked because Aston Villa, especially at home at Villa Park, are a very difficult team to play against. And for Chelsea, as I said, they had the perfect start. Enzo Fernandez scored the opening goal in the ninth minute of the game. It was okay, Chelsea. They can finally get at least a draw in this game, maybe even to win this game away at Villa Park. And then Asensio, man, he had other ideas. He just, I don't know what Gusto did for the first goal. Terrible mistake there. Asensio balled out. And then Rashford got the assist. I think Rashford actually got two assists coming off the bench at halftime. And the Rashford scored the winner there. Horrible mistake for Jorgensen. And yeah, Chelsea, I think, are just muddied. I just think Chelsea are muddied. This team is not consistent at
Asensio
best.
scored the 2 goals. Asensio scored the 2 goals.
Yes, Marco Asensio. And this is a guy that's been bad at PSG. This is a guy that we haven't really this is a guy that's not really been good at PSG, and the fact that he's balling out in the Premier League 2025 is
Now,
absolutely pathetic.
he's been good when he has played, but like his injuries problem.
So you're saying his injury is the biggest issue with him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So Sebastian, man, I just think for For Aston Villa, man, this is a huge win for them. I think coming into this game, they were in really bad form. They hadn't won a game in a while, I think, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check. Like, yeah, so the last time they won a game in the Premier League was against Everton, January 15th. So since then, they have had a lot of draws and a lot of losses. So I think it's a huge win for Aston Villa as they try to secure European football. And for Chelsea, as I said, man, this is really bad for them because now we have a very interesting race for top four. And so for Chelsea, as I said, man, they have to get top four or top five because with the amount of quality, with the amount of investment this team has made, and with a lot of people hyping up Enzo Maresca, I expect Chelsea to at least get Champions League football. Okay, fair enough. You can't compete for the title. That was always unrealistic. But at least get Champions League. That has to at least be the bare minimum. Do you agree with that, Sebastian? Do you think Chelsea have to get Champions League this season?
Yes.
100% agree because with the amount of investment they've made and with the amount of transfers and with the amount with how good they were at the beginning of the season, they have to get Champions League. For Aston Villa, man, huge one for them. And yeah, maybe Asensio Rashford is maybe Asensio Rashford can save Aston Villa because these two can be a lethal duel. But let's not get too carried away. It's only one game, but so far Rashford and Asensio have been good so far, and so we'll see if the moves are made permanent. Indeed, Newcastle four, Newcastle four, yeah, Nottingham Forest three, and bro, Newcastle at one point were Nottingham Forest took the lead 1-0 up. Okay, interesting. The Newcastle score 4 goals. I'm like, okay, 4-1. It should be game, set, match. Instead, Nottingham Forest were like, you know what? We're going to make this a lot closer than it should be by scoring 2 goals, and they almost did the comeback. And Newcastle, man, they almost blew away a 3-goal lead at home. That's bad. That's not good. I mean, I know they got the win, and obviously the win is good, but it is a bit concerning that they almost screwed up this game from winning position. Sebastian, do you think they should be worried, or are you just saying it's one game?
Yeah. Forest a good team.
Yeah, I mean, Forest are a good team. I'm not saying they're a bad team. Obviously, it's been a team that's been amazing this season. Chris Wood's been great. Obviously, Milinkovic has been great as well. But it is a bit concerning to kind of drop a lead from score 4 goals and almost just about win the game. So yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, big win for Newcastle and Nottingham Forest, man. They came close. They put up a valiant effort, and yeah, this was a pretty good game, man. Pretty good game. And once again, Matt Isak's the guy that stole the headlines, and bro, Isak's been balling out, man. I'm interested to see his future because I feel like he may be a player that could leave this summer. Newcastle.
I need him to leave to another club.
Ooh, okay.
Just if he joins the club in the club that I want him to join, one of them, like there's a team that has a curse that when they sign a player, their nation win the league. So that's the team I want Isak to join. The team who signs a player and the next year that nation wins the certain World Cup. I mean, he's the best striker in the world, honestly. Like, I don't see any other striker better than him right now. You can maybe say Mbappe, maybe, but La Liga tax, by the way. Yeah, but for me, he's the best player in the probably. My top 3 best players in the world right now are probably Dembele, Salah, and Isak.
Okay, I see. But yeah, I mean, for
But
Newcastle,
he needs to move to another. Barca, please. PSG, Barca. Someone please pick him up.
Okay, I got a question. What do you think? What do you think will make him? What do you think will make him? What do you think will make him leave Newcastle? Because for me, I think that Carabao Cup could be huge. Like if he wins the Carabao Cup and maybe gets Champions League with Newcastle, then I don't see him leaving. But I think if Newcastle don't get Champions League and maybe lose the Carabao Cup final, then I think he's probably going to leave. Would you
Now,
agree with that? Or do you think?
if teams like Barca, PSG with that project, if they call, you have to go to one of these teams. You have
But
to.
what do you think Isak? What do you think Isak is thinking? Like from his perspective. Forget the club's thing. Like, what do you think? Do you think he wants to stay for another season, or do you think he wants to leave?
I think he wants to leave, honestly.
Ooh, what makes you say that?
Because I think he needs a better club. Like, he needs to, you know, go to a bigger club and win trophies. Because, like, who is going to rate him as one of the best if he doesn't win trophies? Like, are people going to
Yeah,
remember him for scoring the goals all the time but not win trophy? Like, could he be a, like, does he really want to be that guy that doesn't win trophies? Like we see with Kane, like he stayed for a long time at Spurs. He didn't win a thing. So Isak, he should leave because Newcastle, I don't trust him to win trophies. I'm sorry. If he
let's
goes
see what
to,
happens in Carabao Cup.
I think if Isak goes to Barca with a link up with Rafinha Yamal, and then you have Pedri, you have Casado and these players, I think he's gonna, stack some trophies. I think he's gonna get some more trophies. That's what he needs. Especially
Okay.
because there's a World Cup next year and I want that trophy. And I need my players to be at better clubs so they can perform. Gyökeres, go to Liverpool, for fuck's sake.
All right. Let's move, man. Let's move. Man City nil, Liverpool 2, and yeah, I mean Liverpool, Manchester City are just so bad. I mean,
Pep is cooked. Lep.
yeah,
Lep.
it's this is for me. This is probably the worst Manchester City scene I've seen under Pep Guardiola. Probably the worst I've seen. I haven't seen them this bad. And for Liverpool, as I said, they weren't even at their best because honestly, this game wasn't as one-sided as you may think. It's just that Liverpool were clinical, Manchester City weren't, and Salah and Szoboszlai got the goals. And yeah, for Liverpool, as I said, man, huge one for them. They're 11 points clear, and yeah, I mean for Manchester City, man, they better make Champions League. That's what I'm going to say because if they don't get Champions League, oh, that might be a crazy mercy stream that might happen. Because we're having a mercy if that happens, guys. Pep Guardiola, man, I dare you not to qualify for the Champions League next season. With all the money you spent, with all the investment you had, you better get Champions League. Because I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that I can't get Champions League because Rodri's out. That is disgraceful,
What
embarrassing.
if he wants to do a Mourinho, win the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League? What if he wants to do that? Just say.
No, Pep wouldn't do that. No, Pep wouldn't do that. Pep wouldn't do that. Pep, don't you dare, bro. Don't you dare. So, Sebastian, I got a question. So, actually, let's go ahead and look at you guys' comments and see what you guys saying here in the chat. Couldn't watch the game; it was too early. All the teams expected to win at least. Lost apart from Spurs on Saturday at least. Well, excluding that United Everton game because that what could have had it win anyway. For Arsenal, Liverpool does have some tricky games ahead, so who knows? Actually, let's go look at Liverpool's fixtures schedule. Let's go ahead and see. Um, they got Newcastle at home. Okay, that's going to be a tricky game. That could be tricky. Southampton, okay, that should be winnable. Newcastle again, but although that's going to be the Carabao Cup, and then Everton, Fulham. Honestly, Liverpool have pretty doable fixtures. I think the only hard one might be it could be Arsenal at home. That could be the hardest one. But by that time, the game may not have any meaning. So yeah, I think the title is done. I
The,
think it's
the league is done before Arsenal game, by the way.
yeah. So I don't think the Arsenal game is going to really mean much. Sack for Hulo. They did try to go for Watkins. Yeah, they did try, but they didn't get. At the end of the day, it didn't happen. And for me, trying and you have because for me, I'm sorry, you have to do it. It's either you get it or you don't. There's nothing in between. Like, maybe we tried, we did. That's still excuses. And let's be real. As much as they tried for Watkins, how much did they really try? You know, and I think they only tried for him like the last couple of days of January when the transfer window was about to end. They didn't try for him at the beginning of January. So that's the thing with Arsenal, man. Arteta, man. You just have to take some accountability for playing because you should have prioritized the striker, and that's what you really needed for the Cronkies as well. So Arsenal, man, just bad. I expected Brighton to win as well. It's only Bournemouth and Fulham who lost. I expected to win. Rashford said it was only 2 games. You mean yeah? So uh, yeah. I mean, 2 games is still good, but let's see. Let's see at the end of the season, man. Not the first time Rashford assisted him since they joined Villa. Three of Newcastle's goals could have been avoided. Yeah, Nottingham Forest made some bad mistakes there at the back. Nottingham messed up credit to Newcastle, though. Newcastle Oil Club. So why would he leave? Yeah, that is true. They're technically Oil Club now. But I don't know. It's going to take some time for Newcastle to be on the level of PSG and Manchester City. So, and the thing is, how long is that going to wait for? Is he going to wait for that? Is it going to how long is he going to wait? That's the thing. So, yeah. By the way, Isaac won a trophy at Sociedad. Yes, that is true. Sebastian, I don't know if you remember that. He actually did win the Copa del Rey at
Oh
Sociedad.
yeah, he won. Yeah.
And I remember we had a masterclass against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. I think that was the year he won the Copa del Rey. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Saw Ballon d'Or. Liverpool struggle with Southampton, Everton.
That's why I mean,
Yeah.
Isa, go to Barca. Do it with Yamal. You and Yamal, best duo in the world.
See, the thing, Pookie, I see where you're coming from, Pookie. But we have to keep in mind, both of those were away games. Liverpool are really strong at home. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Sebastian, have Liverpool dropped? I think the only games they've dropped points at home were Fulham, I think. And is Fulham the only game that Liverpool didn't win at home this season?
Forest.
Oh, Forest. Yeah, Forest. Oh, yeah, they lost to Forest, I just remember. So I think it was Fulham and Forest. Yeah, other than that, I think it's been all other wins, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I think for Liverpool, they should be able to beat those two teams. But yeah, Newcastle's going to be tough. That's going to probably be the tough game. Would be funny if we win the Carabao Cup. This special say it's only a small cup. Hey, Smash, don't you do that, bro. You have to give them props to they win the Carabao Cup. So I don't want to hear you say, "Oh no, it's a Carabao Cup. Who cares?" Don't come with that crap.
Yeah, screw that. Farmers Cup.
Also, Sweden 8 qualified for 2026.
Oh my!
Oh,
Look at this
wow.
guy. The disgusting
Okay,
agenda.
guys. Okay, guys. We'll start our World Cup. We'll start the World Cup stuff another time. So he's excellent.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Stop. I mean, you're gonna have to relax because Romania ain't winning or they ain't making it though.
Romania versus Sweden World Cup match. We'll be there. We'll be there.
He should be worried about Spain, by the way. Like he should be worried. But just saying. Remember when Spain won the World Cup and then everyone hyped them up and then they got spanked in the next World Cup, following World Cup by a certain team who everyone keep disrespecting in 2025.
Okay.
So,
Let's stay on topic. Sweden is going to make 2026. I believe Sweden will. Well, let's see, man. Let's see because if Sweden don't, man, we'll see. Dogmal. Dogmal's terrible.
I never said Dogmal, by the way. By the way, he's the best youngster in the world, better than Messi.
Wow, Sebastian, man, you're very interesting, Sebastian. Very, very interesting.
Well, no, he's the best youngster of this generation. Better talent than Neymar. Better talent than Neymar.
Okay. Let's move, man. We're going a bit off topic here. So let's see what you guys say in the poll. So pretty much everyone says yes, although we only have 2 votes, so we don't have a lot of votes. But still, I think most people will say the Premier League title race is done. It's done. Let's move to La Liga, man. La Liga time, man. La Liga time. So round 25. Celta Vigo won. Osasuna 0. Celta Vigo. They got the win there. Aspas with a penalty, of course. I mean, who else, man? Aspas is a penalty. He's good at penalties. And yeah, for Osasuna, man, disappointing for them, but not really much to say. It was a pretty even game. Man, Celta Osasuna with only 1 shot on target with 18 shots. That's just bad. How do you have 1 shot on target with 18 shots? It's crazy. But yeah, Deportivo Alaves 0. Espanyol 1. Espanyol gets a big win on the road. And as a Barca fan, I'm not really happy with this, but it is what it is. They get an away win and
disgusting result, by the way. Disgusting result, by the way. They should not have won that game.
Yeah, I don't know how Alaves didn't win this game.
Alaves are frauds. Alaves are the biggest frauds.
Yeah, as Tenedime says here in the chat, this is the first time Espanyol won away in La Liga this season. So, wow, commendable.
Now, if it was against Barca, you would hear an angry AD, by the way.
No comment, man. No comment. Oh, guys. By the way, guys, hit the like button. Get the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new out here, guys. We're trying to close it on 2K subscribers. So get the subscribers up, guys. Get the likes up. Rayo Vallecano 0. Villarreal 1. Villarreal gets a win on the road, and Rayo man, they go down at 10, man, and 42nd minute of the game, and Paris scores a goal. Ionza Perez, and yeah, not really much to say here. Vallecano, they had to go defensive, of course. Well, I mean, when you're down to 10 men, you naturally have to go defensive. And yeah, it's just they tried their best, they put the best, but ultimately Villarreal just had enough quality and got the win. So yeah, a
Yeah,
disappointing result for Rayo.
big up the yellow submarine.
Yeah, because we look at Rayo, man, they they could be uh they
They
could
are
be
not
close.
sinking yet, by the way. They're not sinking yet.
Yeah, Valencia nil, Atletico Madrid 3. Atletico Madrid gets a big one on the road with Juan Alvarez with a brace there, and Correa, and yeah, Valencia. It's looking bad for them against the top three. But I will say this though, Valencia against other teams have been good. It's just the top three, they're just no match. They're just not good enough against the top three. But and the other teams, they do decently well. And I think for Valencia, what's going to pretty much determine their survival is how they do in their home games against other teams. And so for Alvarez, man, gets a big win there on the road. And yeah, for Valencia, man, let's see how they do in the other games. So I wouldn't be too critical of them in this game. Las Palmas nil. Oh, Sebastian, you have any thoughts on the Valencia Atletico Madrid win?
Easy
Or
win
should
for
I?
Atletico Madrid. They play beautiful football. Uh, and they're a very good side this season. So it's a good win. Very good win.
Yeah, for Barca. So I'll talk about Las Palmas nil, Barca 2. Yeah, Barca, man, we got the win on the road. And honestly, guys, I feel like we kind of won this game because of the substitutions. Because honestly, I know this might seem crazy to say, guys, but I think if the substitutions were made, we probably would have won this game. Because we just the Lewandowski, man. It's the thing with Levo, guys. It's either he has a really good game or he has a really bad game. There's nothing really else in between, in my opinion. Like he's either really good or really bad, and that's the thing with Lewandowski.
That's why you guys need Gyökeres or Isak instead.
Yeah, I just
I
think
think
we had to address that
Lewandowski.
strike position.
I think Lewandowski as a impact sub. I think that will be very good because
Yeah,
he will
honestly,
come
as
on
an
against
impact sub,
tired legs.
yeah, honestly, as an impact sub, I think he could be really good. It's just that the problem is that he either has a really good game or a really bad game. It's just that's just how I feel. And for me, Lopez, man, he has some moments, but he's just not really a starter material. He's more of a super sub, in my opinion. And yeah, for
Yeah,
Yamal and
good, very good one. I think the first half for Barca was
yeah, it
pretty
wasn't really great.
average. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, obviously in the second half, you turn
yeah,
it
side
around.
up really super. Yeah,
You turn it around, and you win 2-0, which is a very good win. Fair play to Las Palmas.
yeah,
I think they're a good team. Looking at Barca, it's gonna be interesting how you continue this season. Obviously, Olmo on the bench, which I don't think Olmo should be on the bench. I think he should start. Obviously, Yamal, the best talent in the world, uh, best right winger in the world. So good win for Barca, which is very important.
yeah. So for Barca, as I said, man, good win for us. Yamal, Rafinha got the goal assist there. And yeah, for Las Palmas, man, it's good we got revenge against them because for those that don't remember, Las Palmas did defeat us November, and it was a very frustrating one because we honestly should have beaten them, but we weren't clinical with their chances, and we got revenge here. So it's good to see we got the win there. Athletic Club 7, Real Valladolid 1. Nico Williams, man, finally balls out. You know what's crazy, guys? Before this game, Nico Williams only had one goal and I think one assist this season or something like that. He finally had a good game against Real Valladolid, and this is probably easily his best game this season. And I know it's against Real Valladolid, and I know Real Valladolid are trash, and they're really bad. They're just as bad as Southampton. But credit has to be given that when he's delivered. And Nico Williams, man, he had a fantastic game, man. He stole the headlines with the brace there, and Athletic Club, man, it's a huge win for them. Huge win for them, and yeah, I just think that for Athletic Club, man, it's a massive win for them. Massive win. So Sebastian, do you think Nico Williams is finally going to perform now, or you just think this is Real Valladolid?
Yes, and also 7-1. By the way, we all remember that scoreline.
Yeah, Brazilians, man, look away, Brazilians. Real Madrid 2, Girona
And
nil.
also,
Real Madrid.
our don't forget R9 is the owner of Valladolid, by the way, and he's Brazilian, and he
Yeah,
lost seven
yeah,
one.
that's true.
So just saying.
Yeah, man. Okay, anyways, let's move to Real Madrid 2, Girona nil, and Luka Modric, man, what a goal that was. That was a banger of a goal, 41st minute, and the Vinicius scored. And yeah, for Real Madrid, as I said, finally gets a win. finally gets a win in the month of February. Because guys, would you believe me when I say this? This is the first time Real. This is the. I think this is the first win Real Madrid got this month, and I think Real Madrid up until this point had like I think a loss to Espanyol. I think they tied against Atletico. They tied against Osasuna, and now they finally got the win here. And obviously, Jude didn't play this game because obviously he was given the red card in the last game. I think, but the 2-game suspension. So for Real Madrid, as said, man, it's a good win for them, huge win for them. And Mbappe, Vinny's looking up very well. And yeah, Luka Modric, man, what a player he is, man. Luka Modric at 39 years old to score that kind of goal is amazing. His longevity is unmatched, and yeah, it's a good win for Real Madrid and for Girona. As I said, man, yeah, just is not the same as last season, of course, and yeah, hopefully Girona maybe can get Conference League. I think Conference League would still be good for Girona. Um, maybe even Europa League, but Champions League, I don't think they have what it takes for Champions League. I think that's too much. But yeah, for Real Madrid, it's that. So Sebastian, man, any thoughts on this win for Real Madrid?
Very, very good. Very good quality win. Modric, very good goal. Mbappe assist, Vinny goal. Yeah, I think it's a very good. It's not the best performance, but I think they could do better. I think they have a higher level to this, but yeah, good win for Madrid in this 3-horse race.
Yeah, 3-horse race, and then the Getafe won, Real Betis 2. Real Betis, man, wow, this is a crazy game, man.
Robbery,
Obviously,
robbery. That red was a robbery.
yeah, Isco got the brace there. And then Morial and yeah, Anthony. I don't know how he got a red card at the end, but it is what it is. He's gonna
That's
miss the Real
disgusting.
Madrid game, which is
They
sad.
disrespect the goat. Now they obviously know that Anthony would destroy Real Madrid, so that's probably why. Um, that's probably Florentino Perez probably paid the ref to give him a red because he's scared of Anthony. You
No,
know,
no, no,
the best
no, stop it,
Brazilian.
man, stop it. Dude,
But yeah,
I blame Javier
the
Tebas.
fact that
I
that
blame
is a
Javier
red
Tebas.
is a disgrace. Like a
Javier Tebas.
certain guy said, it's a disgrace.
Yeah, so yeah, but at least Real Betis got the win. Maybe they'll be able to appeal the red card. Maybe they'll be able to appeal it and get that rescinded. Obviously, we'll see. Knowing how La Liga is with red cards, they're probably not going to rescind it. I don't think they're going to rescind it. I mean, they didn't rescind Jude Bellingham's red card, so I don't think they're going to rescind this one. But hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. But yeah, shout out to Real Betis for getting the win against Getafe, and we all know Getafe is a team that plays very defensive. So it's good
And
to see them.
Anthony hasn't lost a game with Betis, I believe.
So yeah. Yes, I believe that's true. Real Sociedad 3, Laganas no. Real Sociedad took care of business, and yeah, it was a pretty routine win. Not really surprising there, but yeah, good win for them. And we got Sevilla Mallorca tomorrow. That'll be interesting to
Yeah,
see what
Mallorca
happens.
is gonna win that. Mallorca is gonna win.
Ooh, I'm gonna say a draw. I think it's gonna be a draw here. When was the last time they played? So last time it was a draw, 0-0 draw. So yeah, maybe Mallorca could win. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. I'm gonna say a draw for this game, but yeah, we'll be interested to see what happens. But yeah, looking at the La Liga table right here, guys. Barca 54, Real Madrid 54, Atletico Madrid 53. This title race, I think this might be the best title race in all of Europe. This might just be it. So what a title race we have here, man. Um, and yeah, like I said, man, all three of the Spanish teams won um this weekend. So we'll see what happens. You can see the next couple of games. Barca's playing against Sociedad at home. Real Madrid's playing against Real Betis on the road. And Atletico Madrid's playing against Athletic Club. So some tough games for Real Madrid. And so tough games for all three of the teams, man. So La Liga title race. Especially before we move to the next league, do you think this league will be decided the final match day, this title race, or you don't think it'll be decided the final match day?
Yes, I think final match day. I think everyone will be on the same points. By the way, in the final match day.
Wow. That's gonna be crazy. That would be crazy, guys. Imagine the title. Imagine like the title gets decided in the final match day. Every team is joint level on points. Oh, that would be crazy. That could be crazy, guys. That could be crazy. Let's see though. Let's see though. Let's read some guys' comments. Very true.
Visca
Ooh,
Barca.
Atletico, Barca, Liverpool on top. You Barca fans talk down level too much low. How? Okay. How? What did I say was disrespectful? I say he's either really good or really bad. I think that's pretty fair. Okay, I didn't, I still think Lewandowski is still good for this team. I still want him to stay for the rest of the season. But next season onwards, we might have to find a new striker. And maybe Lewa has to sit the bench. So, yeah, best right winger. Salah says hi. Yeah. Salah is as much as I love Jamal, Salah is still better than Jamal in my opinion. Jamal's probably second best though. I'll probably give you that. R9's a bad owner. He should leave Valladolid alone. I agree. Locomotive is my goat. Front that needs to do some finishing trading, but a win is a win. Justice Anthony, good. Glad he won't be able to cook a Seb. Shout out my boy Isco. Yeah, Isco has also been influential as well. Let's move on over to the Serie A, man. Actually, let's go to the Bundesliga. Let's talk about Bundesliga real quick. Bundesliga. And let me actually do a poll for La Liga, guys. Actually, there's really no point doing polls because we don't have many people, so we'll just discuss amongst the chat, I guess. So, Pookie, let me know in the chat, man. Pookie, if you agree with me. Do you think this La Liga's title race will be decided in the final match day? Let's see, man. Let's see. So by round, so round 23. I think we're round 23. Freiburg 5, Werder Bremen 0. Freiburg absolutely demolished Werder Bremen. I'm a bit surprised at how one-sided this game was. I thought it was maybe a bit of a closer game, but it wasn't to be. And yeah, so shout out to Freiburg for this win there against Werder Bremen. And yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Sebastian, are you surprised at how one-sided this was, or not really?
Nah, Freiburg are really good.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I mean they're 9 points clear of the table, so maybe it shouldn't be that surprising. And yeah, Freiburg had 13 shots and 8 on target, so it was pretty one-sided. Gladbach 0, Augsburg 3. Now this is a bit of a weird one. I didn't expect Augsburg to obliterate them on the road, but yeah, shout out to Augsburg for the big win there. And so yeah, maybe the red card has to be considered and everything. And yeah, I mean it's a good win for them, good win for Augsburg on the road, and maybe the red card. Omelin got the red there. Claude with a hat trick, man. Claude with a hat trick. The left winger. Sorry, yeah, the goalkeeper got sent off, so that's bad. Yeah. Holstein Kiel, nil. Leverkusen 2. Leverkusen gets a win there, and this is Xabi Alonso becomes the first Bundesliga coach to go 28 games unbeaten, which is pretty impressive. Sebastian. And yeah, I mean, because people are saying Bayer Leverkusen really haven't been as good as last season, which obviously is true, but they've still been largely good in the Bundesliga. It's just the issue for Leverkusen guys is just they've had a lot of draws. That's been the problem with them. The draws have been hurting them because the guys they've only lost one game this season so far, which is pretty commendable. I think the only loss was at home to Leipzig. So yeah, I just think that for me, that draws have been killing this team. And so I think if they hadn't drawn so much, we could have had a very good Bundesliga title race. Do you agree with that, Sebastian?
Yeah,
So do you think the Bundesliga title race is over?
not yet.
Ooh. All right. I mean, 8 points. Yeah, 8 points is still it's still possible, but it's still really difficult for Leverkusen because they pretty much have to hope Bayern go in a bad winless form or something. But yeah, I think
I mean, we've seen other teams like Barca drop 9 points to get the other teams um, on top, and maybe Bayern Munich could bottle it because we know who they have in their team.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, because you are right, so Sebastian. Because remember, Barca after El Clasico, I think we were 10 points clear of Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid had a 10 point gap on us, and then everything's now even out. So who knows? Maybe Leverkusen, Bayern could go to a winless form. But I think the thing is, I just don't see Bayern doing it though. I don't think Bayern is going to do it. But who knows? Anything can happen this week. And yeah, Bayern do play Stuttgart next away, which could be a tricky game for them. Actually, let's look at Bayern's next couple of games. Let me see what games they got upcoming. Um, so Bayern, let's see who they got upcoming. So they got Stuttgart away. Then they got Bochum, Union Berlin, St. Pauli, Augsburg, Dortmund, Heidenheim, Mainz, Leipzig. Sebastian, I don't think Bayern's going to go in a winless form because I'm looking at the next couple of opponents. I don't think they're going to lose like too many games in a row. I think if Bayern's going to draw points, it'll just be one game and then they'll go on back in a winning streak. I don't see
I
Bayern going
think
to win.
I think there, I think they might drop points to like Stuttgart, Augsburg, probably those two.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't see you. Do you think Bayern's going to lose? I don't really see Bayern losing. Maybe Stuttgart. I think that might be the best chance, but I don't know. I don't really see Bayern losing a lot of games from this point on. So, yeah, I think this is Bayern's league to lose, man.
See, that Heidenheim away game is tricky.
Yeah, but Heidenheim have not been good this season, Sebastian. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Anyways, mine's 2, St. Pauli nil. Mine's got the win there at home. And yeah, the Wolfsburg won, Bochum won. Good result there for Wolfsburg there at home to get it from a losing position is crazy. Yeah, Wolfsburg. I mean, how are they struggling to beat Bochum at home? It's sad. But yeah, it is what it is. Wolfsburg got the draw there. Then Dortmund 6, Union Berlin. Now, dang, Dortmund finally gets a huge win, man. A massive win for Dortmund. And yeah, I still think for Dortmund, as I said, man, I don't. Do you think they're gonna get Champions League? Because I don't think they are. How many points are they off the top four, by the way?
Nah, they ain't
So
getting champion.
yeah, yeah. So I think for Dortmund, as I said, it's a good win for them, but it may be even too little, too late because they're already 7 points behind. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We had Dortmund and the Leipzig gets a 2-0 win at home, a 2-2 draw at home against Heidenheim. They're actually from a losing position. They were 2-0 down and they managed to make it 2-all. So not really good there. I think the more interesting with this league, guys, and then yeah, Bayern 4, Frankfurt nil. Bayern absolutely booted right Frankfurt, even without Harry Kane. Even without Harry Kane out. How long is Harry Kane going to be out for, by the way? He's going to be out. Oh, he came off the bench actually in this game. Wow. But he didn't score. So yeah,
Frankfurt are
for Bayern,
finished.
yeah, Frankfurt. I think Omar Marmoush leaving has destroyed this team. I think maybe Omar Marmoush didn't leave. This team could have had a chance, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Frankfurt's as good as before. Do you think Omar Marmoush's departure is a big loss for them?
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. At Hoffenheim won, Stuttgart won. Good result there for Stuttgart on the road. Honestly, Stuttgart probably should have won this game, given how dominant they were. And yeah, Hoffenheim weren't really that good, but they got the penalty goal there. So kind of like what I said for the EPL, I think this league, the top four race is very fascinating because you have Bayern Munich and Leverkusen are pretty much locked in. Frankfurt, Freiburg, Mainz, Leipzig, Stuttgart. Like, look at all the teams that are battling for top four because I think top four is very interesting here. I think the top four because for me, I think is Frankfurt locked in for top four? I don't think they're locked in. So yeah, I think Frankfurt. I think Leverkusen and Munich are definitely locked in, but Frankfurt, Freiburg, the rest aren't really locked in. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the top four here because I think top four guys, we could see Frankfurt back in the Champions League. We could see Freiburg. Imagine Mainz in the Champions League. I'd love to see Mainz in the Champions League. That'd be awesome because we haven't. I don't think we've seen Freiburg or Mainz in the Champions League for quite some time. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Indeed. Let's let's read some of your guys' comments. I think so. Yeah, it's Bayern Munich league to lose. This is the first really bad performance of Marmouche. Yeah, but to be fair, it is Bayern away. You know, Bayern away is a very difficult place to travel to. So, you know, I would be that critical of them. But let's see what they do in the Europa League. Let's see what they do in the Europa League because I think that's more realistic for Frankfurt. Just get Champions League, just get top four, and see how you do in the Europa League. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Indeed. So let's go ahead and move on over. Let's move on over to Serie A, guys. The final league we're going to discuss, guys. And then we're going to head off, guys. Yeah, the stream has been quite a. There's not a lot of people in the stream, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Um, so Serie A time, man. Serie A. Let's go on over to Serie A. So what minute are we on? We're at 53 minutes. So Serie A, guys. Serie A, man. Round 26, we got Udinese won, Lecce nil. Lecce lost at home to Udinese. Not a good result there for Lecce in particular, but yeah, good win for Udinese. Parma to Bologna now. Wow, I didn't expect Parma to beat Bologna, but yeah, it's a bit of a shock there. I didn't expect Parma to Bologna to lose. Are you surprised, Sebastian, they lost?
Nah, Parma is a very good team.
Yeah, Parma at home is, to be fair, pretty strong. So let's not discredit them, but yeah, good win there for Parma at home. Then Venezia nil, Lazio nil. Bro, Lazio, how do you not beat Venezia on the road? Venezia are not that good. And yeah, honestly, it was a pretty underwhelming game.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was a mid game. But yeah. Um, and now, Sebastian, I need you to talk me through the next game. Torino to Milan 1.
God help me.
Sebastian.
It's done. No Europe for next season. there goes the. At most, it would be a conference league. At most,
Conference
honestly,
League. Wait, hold up.
this no conference league at
you're saying
most.
one of the biggest.
This
co- Wow, this is bad.
one what the second or third best team of all time historically, and the best Serie A club is gonna play in the conference league.
Dang, that is disgraceful. That is disgraceful, man.
Yeah, the
A club
performance
of
was
this magnitude.
trash. I'm sorry, Magnon again. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I think he needs to be benched for like two games because he's not been good. Couple of weeks. So, Theo Hernandez, you're cooked. Uh, I think Theo Hernandez needs to leave. Get a better left back. Yeah, this team is awful.
Yeah, bro. I mean, this is bad.
Pulisic
Pulisic
missing a pen.
missed a penalty. It's the first time, man. First time he ever missed a pen in his career. So
Jesus Christ, it's sad.
yeah, and Mike Magnon, bro. I mean, what is up with Mike Magnon, man? He's making a lot of mistakes, bro. Sebastian, man, what's up with Mike Magnon this season? Because I've seen him make a lot of errors this
I don't
season.
know.
Very
I don't know.
unexpected.
I don't know
I
what's
know.
wrong with
I know. Is this a bit harsh to say that Milan needs to find a new keeper?
you. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Milan are just a mess right now, guys. They're not. Yeah, they're probably not going to get Champions League. And yeah, I think for Milan it's just looking bad. I mean, Pulisic missing the penalty, Leao not been the best, and Santiago Jimenez. He had a decent start, but I don't know if he's going to be consistent for the rest of the season. And yeah, for Torino, man, massive win for them. Milinkovic-Savic, man of the match for sure. 7 saves he made, and yeah, I mean, craziness, man. Milinkovic-Savic, and yeah, Maripon had a good game. Sanabria, the Paraguay guy, Almas, Birgi. So Torino, man, huge win for them. And from Milan, I don't think they're getting Champions League next season. I genuinely don't think they are. And I'd be surprised if they do. I would be surprised if they do get Champions League. So, man, it's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. Let's read some guys' comments. Milan ain't getting top 4. I agree with Pookie. I agree with you, Pookie. And I'm worried for Conceição, bro, because I think Conceição, he might get sacked. Conceição might get sacked, guys, if Milan don't get Champions League next season. And I know it's a bit harsh since he came mid-season, but we don't know, man. Milan's a club that does a lot of weird stuff. Their board isn't really the best. I mean, this is a board that does a lot of stupid stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised they sack Conceição. And to be fair, I don't think Conceição is a bad coach. It's just that does he suit Milan? Because I do feel like under Conceição, I do feel like Milan's a bit more defensive. They play a bit more defensive, pragmatic. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens and everything. So yeah, I don't know, man. Milan's just a clown show at the moment. Clown show. This club needs a rebuild this summer desperately because they don't rebuild this summer. We may not see Milan make a Champions League points, but maybe who knows? Maybe it's just one bad season. Um, Inter 1, Genoa 0. Lautaro Martinez gets a goal there, 78th minute, and yeah, it's a huge win for Inter as they have a massive game next Saturday against Napoli, and that's gonna be a huge game, guys. It's gonna be a massive game, guys. And speaking of Napoli, guys, Como 2, Napoli 1. Huge result there for Como to beat Napoli, and I think Napoli have been one of the few teams that haven't lost at all this year. So, um, yeah, I just think that for Como in particular, it's a massive win for them, and for Napoli in particular, this is bad. It's bad for them. I'm concerned for Napoli, and so huge win there for Como in particular. For Napoli, as I said, man, not really that good. I mean, they were really underwhelming of the day, and so Nico Paz, man, what a player this guy is. This guy's a baller, man. Nico Paz, 20 years old, youngster. He's a baller, man. He is a baller indeed. Hellas Verona won, Fiorentina 0. Hellas Verona got a last minute win of the Brendi, the 95th minute. And yeah, Fiorentina, man, craziness, man. And Montipo, man of the match. He made so many saves. 3 saves, and yeah. Empoli nil, Atalanta 5. Atalanta obliterated Empoli, and Atalanta destroyed them. Adamel Lukman performs after Lukman got called out by Gasperini midweek. And yeah, Lukman is balling out with two goals in the day. And yeah, we'll see how he ends the season with Atalanta. Can he get them to win the Serie A title? I surely hope he can, but it's gonna be a tall task. Let's put it this way. It's gonna take a whole lot for Atalanta to win the Serie A, but we'll see because they're not a really consistent team. And the Cagliari nil, Juventus 1, Vlahovic gets a goal there. And yeah, Juventus, man, they're making good work, man. And now that's now 4 wins in a row for Juventus. And I think Juventus is finally turning things around. And yeah, they should get top 4 now. They should get top 4. And yeah. And then finally, the last game we got here is Roma nil, Monza nil. Roma should be beating Monza tomorrow, you would expect. And Roma don't beat Monza tomorrow. That is bad. That is bad if they don't beat Monza tomorrow. So yeah. Um, yeah, he's making a lot of mistakes, but he's saving a lot this season. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't think they should sack him. Um, let's see how the season ends. Let's see how the season ends. For me, I would say if they get Europa League, okay, that's good. Europa League is so great. Now, if they get Conference League, that's really bad. I would maybe consider sacking, but Europa League, okay, it's still not good, but Europa League is still manageable. But Conference League would really be embarrassing. Sorry. So Milan, I'm sorry, we cannot have Milan in the Conference League. That would be a disgrace. If Constantine gets Milan to a Conference League, then he has to get sacked. 100% has to get sacked. But if Milan gets Europa League, then that's fine. Europa League is okay. Mate, the man of the season is Salah. Yeah, Salah's been for me. He's the best player in the world. I've said this before many times, and we can seriously say this again. He is the best player in the world. Shanika pause, baller indeed. So yeah, looking at the table right there, guys. So Inter is now 57 points, Napoli 56 points, and yeah, like I said, guys, the next Saturday will decide. Could be a title decider, guys, because Inter is playing against Napoli's playing against Inter at home, and Napoli's at home for that game. And Inter, a draw would be good for them. A draw would be good for Inter. If they can get a draw, puts it really good. And then obviously if Inter win, that's really good for them. Puts a 4-point gap. So that's going to be a huge game next Saturday, guys. I believe at 12 o'clock my time. So that's going to be a massive, massive game, guys. I'll definitely keep my eyes on that game for sure. And yeah, looking at the Serie A, guys, 54 points. So we have a very, very fascinating title race right here. Is that as good as La Liga? Probably not, but it's still top quality. And yeah, Juventus is now putting some good form, guys. Juventus is now looking good. And yeah, in the top 4, man, Milan is now 8 points behind. Although they do have a game in hand, but still, and Milan, man, it's looking bad for them. And so we'll see what happens, guys. It's the Serie A title race. Top 4 is very good, and the title race is very interesting. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens indeed. Cagliari is prime Buffon, though. You have a nice first half, finished second half. Pookie says goalkeeper. Yeah. All right, let's go look at Portugal Liga real quick. I want to see what's going on there. And I also want to touch on the Eredivisie. I'll be right back, guys. Let me just. All right, so let me wrap this up quickly, guys. So look at Liga Portugal, guys. So we got Sporting has 52 points and Benfica 50. Sorry, Sporting 53, 53. And yet saying Porto are fourth. What? Wow, Porto fourth. Although Porto do have a game in hand, I think they're playing tomorrow, right? Yeah, Porto's playing tomorrow against Victoria, so you would expect Porto to win, but still, like Porto Sports is bad, and yeah, it's looking rough there. And it's probably going to be between Sporting and Benfica for the league. And then Eredivisie, guys, I want to check on that one real quick. Eredivisie, guys. Eredivisie. And yeah, Ajax are actually currently on top right now, 57 points. And PSV are 5 points behind. Dang. Guys, are we saying that Ajax is going to win the Eredivisie, guys? Are we saying they're going to win this, guys? Because that would be really impressive if they win this league. And so that'll be interesting, guys. Imagine Ajax actually wins this league, guys. That'll be crazy. We'll see how that turns out. I think PSV, man. Dang, they're 5 points behind, man. PSV, man. Well, what's up with PSV? I want to look at their reform, guys. I'm curious to see what happened to PSV. So let's see what happened to PSV. So PSV, okay, they tied 2-2 against Utrecht, 1-1 draw against wow, they got 3 draws in a row. That's why. So Ajax, dang, so Ajax have been winning, so it's a 5 point gap. So that PSV Ajax game. When is PSV playing Ajax this season? When do they play again? Oh, that's gonna be March 30th. This could be a huge game, guys, for the title race. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. Um, and that's so dang. Ajax are 5 points clear with the win list. So I still think PSV is going to win the league, but yeah, imagine PSV don't actually win the league. And now we'll look at League On real quick, and then we'll wrap it up here, guys. Standings. League On, obviously PSG have 59 points, still unbeaten. Marseille 46, 43, and Lille 41, Monaco. So we have very fascinating European spots there, but yeah, I think it's going to probably end the same in relegation battle. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy this stream. Let me just give you guys a quick schedule what's going to be happening. So tomorrow, guys, I'll be dropping my Champions League predictions for the round of 16. The Wednesday, I'll be doing my March preview, previewing the March games for that stream video. Then Friday, I'll probably do my Europa League predictions for that. So, but then next week we'll go to the international content. So that should be interesting, guys. So, hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let me read some of you guys' final comments. 80, how can you look at the French league? Okay, I eventually looked, man. I eventually looked low. So, yeah, let me just put a stream marker here for this one. Other leagues. I guess I'll do that here. Indeed. So, um, yeah. Anyways, you guys have any final comments before round up? Scratching my head. Marseille, yeah, Marseille, man, not really the best there. I think they lost. They lost to Auxerre 3-0. That's bad. And yeah, Lyon 2, PSG 3, whatever game that was. And yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see what happens there. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Let me see how many likes were on today's stream before round off. We're currently on 5 likes. So yeah, nah. Yeah, not been the best. 5 is okay, guys. It's been a quiet stream, so we'll get more likes on the way out. Abu says peace. All right, guys. Peace, peace, peace. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, guys like and subscribe, and peace out.